your name was not Jayson Tatum, in that fourth quarter, the Boston Celtics started off 11 from 11 from the field. They hit 9 threes in the full quarter. Welcome to Refuse to Lose. My name is Joe Jordan. I'm your host today. Today we're going to talk about Game 1 of the NBA Finals, Boston Celtics versus the Golden State Warriors. So I picked the Warriors to win this game because of the strength of them being undefeated at home. I did pick them to win the whole series. And a lot of things I said the keys to their success, they got to limit their turnovers, all right? Because when they lose, in the 4 games they lost in this playoffs, they averaged 16 turnovers per game. And then also with the Celtics, I said for the Celtics to win, they will have to be good in the rebounding area as far as Robert Williams helping out in that department. And Tatum has to have a good game. But neither of those happened. The Warriors did a great job on the rebounding. They had a lot of second chance points. The key was the others. I thought this game, Steph was going to have an okay game, but then the others for the Warriors would get them over the hump. But it was a complete opposite for the Warriors. It was Steph or bust. You know, Steph had 34 points. He made 6 threes in the first quarter. And first quarter was great. 21 points in the first quarter. He had 6 threes in the first quarter. But they were only up by 4 points. And outside of Steph, the 2 players that shot the most, took the most attempts in the first quarter was Draymond and Looney. They both took 5 shots. Draymond was 0 for 5 and Looney was 1 for 5 in the first quarter. So that was a bad sign right there. Clay had a good game. You know, I think he shot 50% from the field. He had about 16 points. Andrew Wiggins, he had 20, I think he had 24 points, if I'm not mistaken. Andrew Wiggins had 20 points himself. So those 3 did well, but Otto Porter had a good game. He had 12 points. Outside of them, everybody else played terrible. All right. So when I look at it, this is what happened. In the fourth quarter, right? It started like this. The Warriors were up 92-80, and then Jaylen Brown caught fire. Jaylen Brown had he finished the game with 24 points, but he had 10 points in the fourth quarter. So he caught fire on a one-on-one. And then what did that do? He kept being aggressive, kick it out for the open man. And their first 11 shots outside of Tatum didn't hit not one field goal. But outside of Tatum, if your name was not Jayson Tatum, in that fourth quarter, the Boston Celtics started off 11 from 11 from the field. They hit 9 threes in the full quarter. Everybody chipped in. I mean, Derek White hit a crazy. Steph was all in his grill. He still hit the 3. They were just making every single thing. All right. The score was 103 to 100. That was Steph Curry's last bucket to get him 34. And then the Boston Celtics blitzed them. Al Horford was shooting free throws. And when he hit the second free throw, they were up 120 to 108. They went on a 20-5 run to end the game. Al Horford finished with 26 points. He had 11 points in the fourth quarter. He shot 6 from 8 from 3. I mean, he had a great game. You know, and I look at this. The person that really killed the Warriors was Draymond Green. First of all, Draymond Green was 2 for 12 from the field. Why is Draymond taking 12 shots? That's 16% from the field. 0 for 4 from 3. Why are you taking 4 threes? 0%. And 2 crucial turnovers he had that ended the game. They were down 106, 103. Steve Kerr calls the timeout. He brings his team together, and he said something great in the huddle. He said, listen, they are hitting great shots. We're doing a good job. We just got to respond. And they come out, and guess what happened? Draymond throws a bad pass. It gets tipped, turnover. It leads to a transition 3 by Al Horford. Draymond supposed to be the leader. And then they finally get a bucket. Steph Curry, great move, goes to the basket, and he's holding Tatum's jersey. Like, what are you? And then they call it offensive foul. Basket don't count. Game over. Draymond, what are you doing? So Draymond is really, he's really watching that game. He's been a liability in that offense because he can't shoot. And the good thing about the Celtics, all 5 players can shoot when Robert Williams is not in the game. So I mean, if this continues, Steve Kerr gonna have to make a decision. I'm not gonna overreact over one game, but if this continues, Steve Kerr gonna have to make a tough decision because you got somebody like Kuminga who can play the Draymond role. He's not as wise as Draymond, but he can play, or he's not the best defender like Draymond. But Draymond defensively is not really. I'm not gonna say it's needed, but it's really the guard play you got to worry about. So, but Kuminga, he could shoot better than Draymond. I think Otto Porter should play more. You know, like I said, he had a good game. He should play more. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. But the Celtics did an awesome job because Tatum was terrible. Tatum shot 3 from 17 from the field, 17%, 1 for 5 from 3. But one thing Tatum did have was 13 assists because his team was wide. They were wide open, man, knocking them down. So great job to the Celtics for stealing game one. The Warriors cannot afford to lose game two. If I was the Celtics, I would go all in on winning game two. You go over 2-0 on the Golden State Warriors going back to Boston. That's a good thing right there. So that's what I have for you guys today, and I'll see y'all next episode. Hey, thank you for staying to the end. Before you leave, we have one thing I want to tell you. We have something called the Jersey Giveaway. We're looking to get 1,000 subscribers by June 21st. So once we hit that milestone, we're going to give out 5 jerseys of your choice during the giveaway once we hit the milestone on June 21st, 2022. So once this video is over, just go in the comment section, type in hashtag Jersey giveaway, and you will enter the raffle contest. So thank y'all for cooperating. I appreciate it, and we'll see y'all next episode.